Welcome back to Ozarks Live. There's a lot that goes on at the Gillioz Theater.
And you know what? We've sent Tom out to this historic theater. Tom, what's going on?
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on here. We're going to talk about what's going on and what's going to be going on. But every time I come to this theater, I always want to look in here. This is to give you an idea of what kind of building this is. Gillioz was a bridge builder. Now this is underneath the balcony. So if we send the camera in here, you're going to see the rivets and the girders just like they make bridges with. This is a building, I think personally, if we were having an earthquake or we were having a tornado come right through the midsection of downtown, this is the building I would get into because it's not going to fall down. The only wood in this building are like trim pieces, doors, balustrades, things like that. Everything else is concrete and steel. That's why when you go in the balcony here, you can jump up and down. It doesn't give. Tell you what, why don't you head out there because we've got someone we're going to talk to now, and she is the associate director here at the Gillioz. And this is Joy Blue Steel. Joy, good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
Hey, thanks for letting me take that backstage peek there.
Absolutely.
I know you're very proud of this building. You're also very proud of the things that you bring to people in the area. And I know one fun thing you're doing is you've kind of brought back what had been here at one time. You've brought back movies.
We did. So when they opened in 1926, they were a vaudeville house and a silent movie theater. So we've brought movies back. They're not silent. You get plenty
you
of plenty of sound. But we're doing some great things. Really during COVID, during the shutdown, we did movies then, and that was what sustained us. So we have a soft spot for the movies, and we do select few. We have one tonight. We have Polar Express on Sunday for the kiddos. So we're doing stuff for kiddos all the way up, and we encourage them to come dressed in their pajamas on Sunday.
What a fun movie, family.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And then on Wednesdays, we have our midweek matinee series that's sponsored by Cox Health, Medicare Plus, and Senior Age. And now the Greene County Senior Citizen Service Fund has come aboard, so anybody 60 or over can come for free.
Sweet. You mean I can just kind of barge in and see a movie on Wednesday?
You're over 60.
Well, that's all right. I said it already. Now, from what I understand, this Wednesday you have what some people would consider the sweatiest movie ever made, but possibly one of the best, too.
Cool Hand Luke.
Yes.
Yes, what a great film.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to see it on this screen, oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, what we have here is failure to communicate. Yes, that's what it is. What else do you have coming up? Any other movies that are, in the pipeline at all?
We have Jailhouse Rock.
Oh, Elvis.
Is in that midweek series on Wednesdays, Wednesday afternoon. If you look at old advertisements for the Gillioz, it always said beat the heat with conditioned air. Yes. They had the fans underneath blowing across the water, cooling it. So now we're kind of going back to that. So we're saying beat the heat right now. Come on a Wednesday afternoon in this nice, cool theater. So we have Jailhouse Rock. Of course, you said Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke.
Man.
Well, the thing is, it's tough. It's tough to keep them all in mind. But the whole thing, there is an easy way to keep track of the movies you have coming up.
Yes, Gillioz.org. GILLIOZ.org.
Yeah. And the other thing is, when you're thinking about Jailhouse Rock, if folks don't know some of the history, it's like Elvis is returning to the Gillioz.
That's correct. He did pay us a little visit. He did not perform here, but he did sneak in and see a movie.
I mean, okay, King of Rock, and there he is sneaking in to see a movie. Now, and that's the great thing about the Gillioz is the fact that there is so much history, so many things that have gone on here throughout the years.
Yes, we've had Ronald Reagan come for movie premieres, actually sit inside the theater in a box with his new wife, Nancy Davis. And of course, we've had incredible comedians and musicians, and Dave Chappelle, and Kansas, and we've got great shows coming up. So everybody.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, we're just talking about the movies at the moment, but in a little bit we're going to talk about the other things that go on here at the Gillioz, the concerts, which you have some of the biggest names in show. People in the entertainment world have come to appreciate what the Gillioz has to offer.
They have. We've kind of made a national reputation, and that's thanks to our staff and our technicians and you. If you didn't show up for the shows, then no one would want to play here. So we're very grateful.
It's a community effort.
It is.
Okay, so when we come back, Joy is going to kind of fill us in on all of the different events that are going to be coming up in the future here at the Gillioz. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Back to you.
You know, I guarantee that's a cool. I love that theater.
I
And you
know.
know, Joy was on the Ball Knobbers forever. I guarantee she gets in there on that stage when nobody's in there.
By herself?
And just has at it. No, she has to.
No, she
Guaranteed.
does.